This video is all about how I grew my TikTok to over 700,000 followers. There was many strategies behind this. It did not just happen overnight. And I have a lot of tips that I wish I could go give myself right when I started. So let's get into the nitty-gritty on how I grew my TikTok to over 700,000 followers. Okay, so I could talk about this for hours. Like, this is one of my favorite topics to talk about and just how to grow on TikTok. But I have like 7 specific tips that I think that you should know if you're trying to grow your TikTok following, that I'll go through and I'll avoid you from having to listen to me just like word vomit. See, even that was a word vomit. Okay. Tip number 1. Every single video that I post to this day is about helping the viewer. So for example, the videos that I posted this specific week, and you can be really strategic with this. Like, it's not like, I'll show you. Like, I think it's a little different than maybe what you would think automatically. So like, I just posted this video, how we stay insanely organized every single month. And it's just a video showing how I use my calendar. And I'm not really even talking about how I'm using my calendar. I'm more just showing them like how I use the calendar and how I fill it out. I think that's another tip that I should have added in here is you have to show them things. Like, the more you don't talk about it, show them. Like, this is not a good... This format that I'm doing right now of me talking to you about how I do this would not be a good format on TikTok. I would need to be showing you how I grew my TikTok. Okay, does that make any sense? I don't even know. I'm just gonna keep going, and sorry if this doesn't make sense, but hopefully it will. Another example, I posted a video on wedding registry things. I formatted that video in a specific way where it is extremely helpful for anyone getting married to know what to put on their wedding registry. My other video this week is an easy dinner idea. I filmed what I was making for dinner, okay? But I format it in a way that is really helpful to the person watching it because it gives them an easy dinner idea. And I also like included the recipe in the caption. And so moral of that is every single video is helpful to the viewer in some way. But I think when I really started to like capitalize on that in a way of just like getting more views and followers is when I figured out the strategy on making it extremely helpful for the viewer while still showing my life in like a relatable, easy to watch way. So I'm not like giving tutorials. I'm more teaching them something by me doing it. Okay, that took longer to get out than I thought. All right, number 2, when something does well, I repeat it. So it's not like I'm repeating the exact same video, but for example, if in the beginning, I never thought that I was going to be doing cooking videos, and now they're some of my most popular ones. I will say they take like a hot second to take off usually, but they are my videos that a lot of the times do the best. And the only reason that I figured that out is because one day I randomly posted my dinner and it got like 100,000 likes, and I was like, okay, that clearly did well. Like, I'm gonna post more of my dinners, and they continually do well. So if something does well and you get a lot of comments on a video or people like it, keep doing similar versions of that video because there's a reason that it did well. I have a very specific content planning routine, and I actually just filmed a video on it. It's probably the last video at this point, honestly, on my channel, so I definitely recommend watching it. But my content planning strategy helps me go into every single week knowing exactly what I'm posting, and I never have moments on like, what should I post today? Like, I don't know what to post. Oh, I have nothing to post. I'm not gonna actually post anything. Like, I am posting that should be another tip. I post 6 days a week. I normally miss one day, but the other 6 days of the week I'm posting. That is so much content. And so my content planning strategy like is crucial to my TikTok growing. Because if I didn't have it, then I wouldn't know what to post. So definitely figure out your content planning strategy. Again, I have a video that goes through my entire content planning strategy that you can look at. Another tip that I have for you, I learned to leverage people's very short attention spans. So like I said, this format of me babbling on about my tips would not do as good on TikTok. Like, on TikTok, you have to be very to the point. I try to keep all of my intros under 20 seconds, usually under 10 seconds. In my weekly vlogs that I film, I try to keep the clips as short as possible. Like, basically, I know that when people watch my video, their attention spans are so short, and so I am strategic about that when filming and I make sure not to blab on. I SEO every single one of my TikTok videos. I do have a social media course that goes like super into how I do this, but you should definitely be SEOing your videos on all of your platforms. I have found it is really helpful for TikTok, and especially I feel like by me SEOing my videos on TikTok, that is what helps it continue to gain traction. Not necessarily the videos that like pop off right away, but the videos that will pop off like a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, which totally does happen all the time. I really think it is because that I SEO all the videos. I don't even know what number tip this is, but I really do understand my audience. This took me like years to figure out, but now that I've been on TikTok for, I think 4 years now, maybe 5 years, I really like have figured out who my audience is. I read comments all the time. Like some of the comments are just ridiculous, but like I really do like sit with each of the comments and just like think like, okay, like should I make a video on that? Is that just bad criticism? Is it constructive criticism? That's really nice, you know, like they didn't like this type of video, they like this type of video, they like this type of editing, and they don't like this type of editing. And even asking, like I've started to ask in my videos, like, how do you guys like when I do this type of thing? And it really is, the feedback is so helpful, and I listen to it, like I truly do listen to it. And then the last one is I don't delete videos that do bad. Okay, I used to delete videos that did bad, and in the last year, I was like, I am never deleting a video unless I find myself like showing something inappropriate or uploaded a video that like I didn't edit properly. That's like the only time that I'm deleting a video, because I've had like the TikTok algorithm, oh my gosh, is so weird. Like the videos that I think are going to do amazing never do well, and the videos that I film in 2 seconds like always do well, which again, I should be listening to that more, which I do listen to it. But my point is that like there are some times when you have a video go out that should do well. Like there's no reason that it's not doing well, and TikTok is just not showing it. So for me to like get frustrated about not getting a certain amount of likes in the first hour or even the first 24 hours and then deleting it has like just, I guess the better thing for me to say is by me keeping it up, I've had videos that do horrible, like literally horrible, for like almost embarrassing for the first 24 hours. And then they like go crazy 7 days later and they get 100,000 likes. Like it is just wild. I still don't know why. I still haven't been able to figure it out, but moral of that, don't delete your videos. Okay, that video was kind of all over the place, but I hope it was helpful, and I hope that those tips help you in growing your own TikTok. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Check out my social media course. I have a content planner that goes through all of my organization that you can find on the daily. I also have like a content planning spreadsheet, which is also amazing. So definitely check that out if you're in this world. But that is some of my top tips, and I hope they were helpful for you. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.